This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. In this episode, I'm going to share with you a chocolate cream pot, or what the French call pot de crème. Pot de crèmes are this great little deep chocolate custard, and normally you would make them like a custard where you would cook them in a hot water bath, but for these, no need. We make it all in a blender, they chill for a few hours, and you end up with this wonderfully rich and decadent dessert. Now this entire dessert is made in the blender. So we're first going to start by putting in 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 2 tablespoons of dark rum. Now if you didn't want to have rum in this dessert, you could substitute 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now I've just blended that for a few seconds to kind of get that mixture, kind of ground up together. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start warming up some milk. Now I've measured out 2/3 of a cup of whole milk, and you do need whole milk for this recipe. And you want to bring it to a boil. Now you can either do it in a saucepan on the stove, or I just put it in the microwave on 30-second bursts. It took about 2 minutes, and you start to see the milk boiling, and that's really important. Now on your blender, on the center, you have this little plastic thing that you can actually remove, and this is one of the times when you want to remove it. That way it keeps the main part of the blender covered, but you can pour into the center part. So I'm going to put the blender on, and then I'm just going to pour this hot milk in, and it's going to melt all that chocolate and start to cook that egg. Now once I have my milk in, I'm going to go ahead and put this little plastic thing back on, and then I'm going to let this blend for 1 full minute. Now my mixture is ready to put in my little cups. Now for these little chocolate cream pots, you traditionally use a really small, like a demi-tasse cup, and so that's what I have here. And it'll depend how many cups you need depending on the size of them. But all you do is take your mixture and pour it right into your cup. And you can see this is a really rich chocolate dessert. Now for this dessert, you really only want to have a few spoonfuls of it because it is so rich and decadent. So you want to go with a small size cup or container. Now I have to put these into the refrigerator to totally chill down, and they'll actually become like a very, very thick pudding, and that's going to take a few hours. Now the little chocolate cream pots have been in the refrigerator for a few hours, and you can see they're totally solid. Now what we're going to do is put some whipped cream on. Now you have a couple of choices. You can either get some heavy cream and sweeten it yourself. I always, with a ½ pint of heavy cream, sweeten it with 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Or if you have some good whipped cream in a can, this is a Berkeley Farms whipped cream, and it is really good. It's really creamy and really smooth. What you're going to want to do is take and put some whipped cream on your little chocolate cream pots right before you serve them. Just like that. Isn't that the greatest little dessert ever? If you'd like to give these little chocolate cream pots a try at home, just go to our website and visit the Sweet World show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. I'll see you next time.